I want to follow up on our discussion from yesterday about the problem. 3/4 divided by 1/3. And the idea is that the language that goes along with it is how many groups of 1/3 can you make from 3/4. So I think about 3/4 first of all, and I just want to talk about these. Aren't going to be the best drawings in the world here, but I'll give it a shot. So I got my 3/4 here. And one of the difficult things that people were having with yesterday, and I'm gonna just do this each time so I can show you the different pieces to those, and these are supposed to be the same size rectangle. But I heard a lot yesterday of people take a third of 3/4, and again, when you say that, think about what you're doing. If you take a third of 3/4, you're going to get 1/4 because you're taking a third of that. But the idea is you're dividing 3/4 into 3 equal parts, or you're partitioning 3/4 into 3 parts. So as I look at this next movement here, try to use a different color and show it here. Let's go blue. So as I do that, that's what we'll do. You can kind of see that I no longer have 3/4, but I have 9/12, and so the actual action that goes along with that is, yeah, I am taking a third of 3/4, but I'm taking 3 of those thirds. You know, think about the multiplication that we used to do, multiply by 1, or 3/3. You know, we used to do this business here. 3/4, multiply the top and the bottom by 3, and we get 9/12. Well, that's what we're actually doing here when we do the partitioning, because what we have is our 12ths. We're taking a third of each fourth, so we get each of these represent a 12th instead of a fourth now, but we have 3 times as many pieces, so in each fourth, you can see it, we have 3/12. So here's a fourth up here, that's a fourth, and now in that same part we have 3/12. So each piece is a third of what it was. You see that? That's right here. But we have 3 times as many of those pieces. So this stuff that we were doing years ago, you know, in terms of just writing out without thinking about the visual model, that's what's going on behind the scenes. So the question again goes back to how many thirds are in 3/4. So again, I'm thinking about this in terms of an area model. So I'm going to draw another kind of same size rectangle. And I'm going to partition it going the other way in terms of thirds. So really what I'm asking is how many of these, and I'm going to use a different color here. See, let's go yellow. So how many of these pieces can I fit in here? So again, if I think about the partition the other direction, if I take my third and I partition the fourth so I get the 12ths like I had earlier, the other part, this is going to be a lot easier to think about. So now I can see that each third is 4/12, same as before. I've cut it into fourths this time, and you can kind of see that what's going to happen here. So each time I go here, okay, how many 4/12ths can I make from 9/12ths? Or how many groups of 4/12ths can I make from 9/12ths now? So here's my third, which I have changed into 4/12ths. So my problem now becomes 9/12ths divided by 4/12ths. Since my units are the same, I'm really asking myself 9 divided by 4, which is the same problem as 9/12ths divided by 4/12ths. So now I go into my action here. So, okay, we do a little shading. So there's, okay, I'm going to go back to my yellow here. Okay, so I'm going to fill that in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There is my first 4/12. Okay, that's my first one. First 1/3. Okay, I'm going to do it again. One, 2, 3, 4. That's my second one. I don't like using the word second, but I'll roll with it here. So that's my second 1/3. And then I've got this missing piece here. So let's see, there's my first one. That's 1. Yep. Go back to my black. That's my first. These are each part of my first 4/12, and here's my second 4/12, and then I've got a part of another one. I got to deal with this thing, and I know there are 4 parts that make that out, so I have a fourth of another third, which again, fourth of another third is a 12th. That's what's there. So when I'm finished, I have 2 1/4 thirds. Or, if I work this out, I'll change this 9/4 groups of 1/3, which, if I do the business on it, I get 9/12, which is 3/4, which is what I had. So hopefully this will resonate with you, and I just wanted to give you another demonstration to show the 3/4 divided by 1/3. We could do the same thing with a number line, but the key is the third of a fourth, but we're taking 3 of those. So be careful using Lang's 1/3 of 3/4, because that's actually a fourth. So again, we're dividing 3/4 into 3 equally sized groups, or we are partitioning 3/4 into 3 equal parts, which was this action that's shown in blue. Hope that's helpful to you.